Good evening. It is, well, afternoon, I guess. It is Tuesday, or excuse me, wow, Wednesday, May 13th, Dennis Rodman's birthday, and 2020. I'm going to play a matchup of two up and coming teams in the early 90s that never quite pieced it together, although they had some great players. The New Jersey Nets and the Miami Heat. Starting lineup: Kenny Anderson, Drazen Petrovic, Chris Morris, Derek Coleman, and Sam Bowie. For the Heat: Brian Shaw, Steve Smith, Glenn Rice, Grant Long, and Rony Seikaly. This Nets team was led in scoring by Drazen Petrovic this year at 20 points per game. He was really coming into his own and then tragically died in a car accident in his native I think it was Yugoslavia. The Heat ended up trading Glenn Rice for Alonzo Mourning and going in a completely different direction. Petrovic, no. Rebound, Steve Smith, and that'll be an interesting lineup or matchup there. Steve Smith, this was his rookie year, but he had a very good rookie season, averaged about 12 points a game. Sam Bowie on the rebound there. This also was a good year for Sam Bowie. Or Bowie, whatever. Kenny Anderson, he also was in his rookie year. Kenny Anderson! And he was very good his rookie year. He averaged 8 points a game as a rookie. He actually, to be honest with you, came off the bench. Mookie Blaylock was the starting point guard on this team. But I decided to go with Anderson because he immediately kind of took over as the year went on. Anderson down the lane! Anyway, Kenny Anderson had a spectacular first few years in the league. Looked like a superstar in the waiting. But, you know, he was a bit of an inconsistent shooter. If you look at his numbers, he shot the ball well, pretty well. But I don't know, he just I think he got hurt and lost a step, lost some of that quickness, and ended up being a heady floor general in the second half of his career. Here's Rony Seikaly out of Lebanon. Talk about a great start to a career. He was great with Miami. Nice move there by Rony. And his college teammate Derek Coleman playing against him here. Kenny Anderson, so quick. You know, go back and, if you haven't, Justin, I'm sure you have, but go back and watch some Kenny Anderson highlights from early in his career. I mean, he was spectacular. In college, he was ridiculous at Georgia Tech, a legend. I mean, his college highlights are insane. Some of his ball handling. I mean, he looks like Skip to my Lou out there. And the fact that he's a lefty, I think that makes him all the more difficult. Here comes Chris Morris. To Derek Coleman down the lane. Coleman with the dunk. Anyway, I'm talking a lot to start this game, but just some interesting facts. Seikaly working against Bowie. Oh, crap. Glenn Rice inside. Out of the University of Michigan. This was really a breakout year for him. He averaged 22 points per game. Petrovic inside. And he led them. This was the Heat's first playoff appearance. You know, their original point guard, not original, but was Sherman Douglas. He was traded that year to the Celtics for Brian Shaw in a trade that worked out well for the Heat. I mean, Sherman Douglas was solid also for the Celtics. But rebound Bowie. Petrovic. No. Got a long release. But, oh, Seikaly around Sam Bowie. Here's Kenny Anderson. Sam Bowie, and notably, oh, good defense there by Seikaly. The pick ahead of Michael Jordan. What's funny about Sam Bowie, nice shot there by Brian Shaw. Sam Bowie, to me, was not a bust. He was a bust because he was hurt all the time. Foul there by Brian Shaw. His second on Kenny Anderson there. But when he played, he was very good. And this year for the Nets, I believe he was a 15-9 player. You know, maybe not the second overall pick type of numbers, but well, into the game for Brian Shaw comes Vernell Bimbo Coles. One of my favorite nicknames, Bimbo. Timeout Miami. Anyway, I always feel bad for Bowie because I think if his body would have held up, he would have been a very good player in the league. You know, maybe not Michael Jordan, but still. Because when he played, you know, he was never quite the same after all the injuries, and he still played well in stints in Portland. Really, for this New Jersey team, he was really solid, though, for a couple years. Bimbo for three. No. Rebound Cycly. Grant Long fouled by Derek Coleman. Grant Long, the tough interior presence. Grant Long knocks it down. I always like Grant Long. Solid role player. Could hit the open shot. Tough inside. Here's Coleman. Grant Long with the rebound there. Fouled by Coleman. Dang it, that's his second. So in the game comes young Terry Mills, a collegiate teammate of Glenn Rice at the University of Michigan. The sharpshooting forward. Rice. Steve Smith using that size against Petrovic, tying the game up. Steve Smith, one of my favorite players of the 90s. Oh, dang it. Mills. Losing Coleman sucks. Bowie. No, a little outside his range. He had a decent shot, but stolen there by Terry Mills. Oh, dang it. He came over late. Rebound Bimbo Coles. Oh, Glenn Rice for the lead. Wow. 8-0 or 6-0 run here. Without Coleman in there. Bowie, nice move, but no. Good rebound by Rony Cycly. And here comes Bimbo. 12-4 run right now for the Heat. Bimbo dancing on the sideline. Smith open for three. It's good, Steve Smith. Miami going on a huge run here. Oh, no. I wanted to dish it off to Mills. Glenn Rice. Bimbo Coles on the floater. Timeout Nets. Wow, Miami getting hot in a hurry. The Heat, get it? All right. Mookie Blaylock in, along with Tate George. Oh, our bench. Raphael Addison, Terry Mills, and Chris Dudley. So this is going to become the Mookie Blaylock show, although Chris Dudley right there. Nice rebound. People forget about Mookie's tenure with the Nets. He was very good for them. He was their point guard of the future until they drafted Kenny Anderson. Willie Burton in the game, along with Alec Kessler, Kevin Edwards, the very first pick of the Miami Heat's franchise, who went on to play for this Nets team too. Oh, Dudley going out of bounds. Willie Burton, a solid player. Good scorer. Bimbo, no. Blaylock battling for it. Tate George inside, no. Oh, man. Alan Ogg in the game, the 7'2" Ogg. Coles, no. Rebound, George. Here comes Mookie Blaylock. Oh, man. Mookie. Good hustle by Bimbo Coles, and the foul by Blaylock. Keith Askins in the game. Played his entire career with the Miami Heat. Actually, that might not be true. Maybe at the end he did go to another team, but played a long time with the Heat. Alec Kessler coming in. Fouled by Dudley. Unnecessary foul there from Dudley. Boy, we are struggling to get going here. Oh, Dudley could not knock it away. Ogg to Kevin Edwards. Oh, no, Willie Burton. Rebound, Dudley. Blaylock to Raphael Addison. Mills fouled inside by Alec Kessler. Here's Terry Mills, the excellent outside shooter who would go to play for this Heat team. Terry Mills was on a lot of teams, but he was drafted by the Heat as by the Nets. Alec Kessler hitting the three there. Oh no. Oh, I was about to give it up to Dudley too. Edwards working the ball inside to Alan Ogg. Wow. Wow, Miami taking it to New Jersey here. Ogg knocks it down. The 7'2" Alan Ogg. I gotta get Mookie going. Kevin Edwards, a good defender. Dudley, tough shot inside. Rebound, Ogg. Burton. Willie Burton, no. Terry Mills with the rebound. Blaylock. Tate George. Blaylock. Ugh. Flat there. Keith Askins. Wow, I am struggling to score here. The Nets are shooting 26% from the field. You're not going to win a game like that. Tate George. Nice move in the foul. Tate George was famously remembered for hitting that buzzer beater in the NCAA tournament over, I don't remember who it was, Clemson, I believe. Ended up having a short NBA career. He's now in jail for a Ponzi scheme. He started a financial institution, and was convicted of a Ponzi scheme. Has to serve 9 years in prison. Ogg, no. Rebound. Oh, get the rebound. Mills. Ah. John Sundvold in the game now. A former Seattle Supersonic. Over Tate George and gets it to go. John Sundvold. Tough shot from Terry Mills. Get in the basket. And I'm like, there's Terry Mills. It's been a struggle offensively. Tate George knocking it away from the aggressive Sundvold. George flying down the floor and gets it to go. Tate George. He was out of the league in 4 years. He was a first-round pick. Never really lived up to his hype. Kessler. I don't remember him being a three-point shooter, but okay. Tate George hitting the three. Oh, what a shot that was. Wow. Well, it's only a 7-point lead, and the Nets shot terribly from the field. So I should be considered pretty lucky there. Here comes John Sundvold. Sundvold. Yes, gets it to go. The veteran John Sundvold. Coleman. Oh. Rebound Keith Askins. Here comes Askins, a good outside shooter. Good defender. Definitely a 3-and-D type player. Askins handling the ball here. In the corner to Kessler. Kessler continuing to make us pay. Dang. Come here, Derek Coleman. Raphael Addison. No. Coleman over Keith Askins. Timeout, Miami. Shaw back in. Here's Alan Ogg. Oh, nice play there, Brian Shaw. Coleman inside. Nice play there, Derek Coleman. They need him. Second leading scorer on this team. I mean, and he and Petrovic were really neck and neck. He averaged like 19.4 and Petrovic averaged 20.1. Something like that. Knocked away by, I believe his name's David Lee. Where is he? Oh, Doug Lee, that's right. He's at point guard now. Rice on the turnaround. Blocked by Chris Morris, as Marv Albert would say. Morris! John Morton in the game. Puts it up, misses. Rebound, Dudley. Petrovic. It's good. Drazen Petrovic knocking it down for 3. Reggie Miller said Petrovic was one of the best shooters he ever saw, if not the best. Which is saying something, because he was a great shooter, but he was also more than that. As he steals the ball right there. He was a great playmaker as well. Blocked by Grant Long. Ah, no. No! Bowie back in. Kenny Anderson back in. Steve Smith. Here's Cycly. Over top of Coleman, no. Rebound. Bowie down the lane. Fouled by Grant Long. Sam Bowie. Knocking down the first. A good free throw shooter. Like I said, he really had a nice touch. As well being an elite shot blocker and actually a really good athlete. I mean, I get why he was the number 2 pick. I mean, they really should have looked at his injury history, but they didn't do that as much back then. They looked at the potential, and I mean, you know, big men were such a hot commodity, and he was a rare one. Blocked by Bowie. Very athletic, you know, good hands, long, very long. Glenn Rice, nice shot there. Anderson. Drazen, fouled. Not the man you want to foul. Drazen, an outstanding free throw shooter. Knocking it down. Knocking it down. Drazen Petrovic. Well, we haven't shot that well from the field, but 12 for 12 from the free throw line has really kept New Jersey in this game. Cycly, tough shot. Rebound Coleman. Anderson to Petrovic. No, I don't want you out that far, Bowie. Bowie down the lane! Sam Bowie! Nice move there. Bowie with 4 now. His first field goal. Bimbo Cole's back in the game here. Coles over Anderson. Oh, and he hits it. Bimbo Coles. Derek Coleman setting the pick for Anderson. Anderson, oh, goes under. He's got 10. 15-6 run in the last 3.5 minutes. Vernell bringing it up here. Vernell Coles. Very highly regarded player as a young man. Ended up just kind of being a role player. No shame in that. I mean, had a long career in the NBA. Never really on any great teams. Always kind of a backup point guard on some poor teams. Oh, what a block by Cycly. Long. Morris blocked him. Coleman blocking Rice. But Petrovic reached in on him. Glenn Rice, a great shooter, misses the first. Here's Mookie Blaylock. Blaylock finding Bowie. Sam Bowie. Very nice play there. Here comes Bimbo Coles. Oh, Blaylock, he's got those quick hands. Blaylock down the lane, fouled. Blaylock struggled a bit in this game. Mookie Blaylock ended up going to the Hawks. I think it was just free agency. But what a great pickup he was for the Hawks. Coles, Bimbo Coles. To Coleman. Great pass by Petrovic. Coleman now with 8. And it is a 3-point game. Rice outside. What a shooter he was. Averaged 22.5 points a game that year. Blocked by Bowie. Was Cycly. Up to Morris. Oh. Morris, when he was young, was really a super athlete. Coleman. Petrovic scores around Kevin Edwards. Kevin Edwards, a small 2-guard. Kind of a tweener. Oh. Now, one thing I haven't talked about with this Nets team was this Nets team, I played a lot of NBA Jam. I thought the original NBA Jam, this was the best team. Coleman was a big, strong guy that could dunk and shoot. Anderson was quick. Great shooter. Oh, no. Anyway, and on NBA Jam Tournament Edition, their third player is Kevin Edwards, who went to the Nets shortly after this. Blaylock all the way. Mookie Blaylock. Or born Darren Blaylock. Blaylock. Following Coles. Get out on Burton. Nope. Rebound Terry Mills. Morris. He's off the mark. Willie Burton. Coles blocked by Blaylock, who was an excellent defensive player. Morris knocking it down. Chris Morris, who would later go to the Utah Jazz in a trade, I believe, for David Benoit. He would be a key player on those Jazz teams, mainly off the bench, but I always thought he was a starting caliber player. Big shot maker. A little bit of a chippiness to his game. Tate George in the game, playing against Kevin Edwards. Tate George knocking it away. Oh, no. Back to Kevin Edwards. He knocks it down. Coleman in the game still. Coleman. I should have posted up. What am I doing? Oh, Raphael Addison on the steal. Blaylock the spin. Blaylock, what a finish there. Mookie Blaylock. Great move there by Mookie. Oh, look at Terry Mills. Coleman. Yes, Derek Coleman. And the Nets, just crawling back into this one. As Miami really dominated the first quarter and a half. Somehow the Nets have the lead. Coleman, tough shot there. Willie Burton to Keith Askins. No. Rebound Terry Mills. The Nets will hold for the final shot. And we're going to go Blaylock and Derek Coleman pick and roll here. Blaylock getting the foul on Alec Kessler. Blaylock knocks down the first. Bit of a shaky start for him, but he's turned it around this quarter. 7 points now for Blaylock. Shaw. He'll get it off. Oh, it's off the mark. And with that, we get the end of the first half with the score. Miami 50. New Jersey 57. And we will go to our man Ernie Johnson in Atlanta with the halftime report. Go ahead and take it away, Ernie.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show. Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. For Brooklyn, the first quarter was not an easy one. They tried to get their legs under them and establish at least a little momentum, and at their lowest point in the period, they were facing an 11-point deficit. The second quarter was a huge turnaround as they came on strong, turning the tables and outscoring them by a wide margin, and now enjoy the 7-point lead. Let's start with you, Shaq. What'd you think about the Nets?
Well, Kenny knows about this. I used to do this to his team all the time. Take advantage of you down low. Mismatch. Barbecue chicken alert. Make good entry passes. That led to some good looks. Obviously, a lot of points. When you control the painter, you control the game. I was the master of controlling my paint. Shaquille O'Neal.
And Kenny, what are your thoughts on Miami?
They're being far less aggressive than they ought to be. The free throw differential is huge right now. It's threatening to determine the outcome of the game. So they have to get into the lane and challenge defenders to make them try to stop you.
And that's going to do it for us here. The second half of action is coming your way.
I bet you just love hearing Shaq be stupid on this game. And here come the Miami Heat. Grant Long inbounding to Steve Smith. Steve Smith, I believe it's the starters. Yep. Starters in the game for both groups. Shaw. Cycli. Oh, somehow got it over Bowie. Oh, no. Shaw up to Rice. Over the top of Bowie. Getting it to go there. Steve Smith. Oh. Kenny Anderson to the rim with the offhand. Nice finish there. Shaw working against Anderson. He's got the size. Not really the speed. Shaw over the top of Anderson. Sam Bowie over the top of Rony Cycli. Oh, Grant Long misses. Oh, and then tries to throw it down. Can't do it. Oh, bad outlet. Oh, no, that was terrible. Grant Long with the dunk. Coleman picks up his fourth personal. Rebound Coleman. Bowie inside from Petrovic. Great pass by Petrovic. Bowie now in double figures with 10. Kenny Anderson knocking it away. Shaw gets it back though. No. I'm like, I don't want any of Glenn Rice. Cycli to Shaw. For a three, Brian Shaw. Petrovic. Petrovic, what a tough shot. Got it to go. That was a tough shot from Drazen. Shaw, Glenn Rice. Getting the pick. Cycli, tough shot there. Boy. Nice shot by Rony Cycli. Anderson to Derek Coleman. Oh, and Cycli got a piece of that. Chris Dudley in the game. Bowie has to fade. Petrovic fouled. Steve Smith fouling him, and Drazen pumped up. Drazen knocking it down. He's got 13 points now. Oh, tipped away by Bowie. Oh no, Steve Smith on the back door. Very athletic at this point in his career. Oh, wrong guy. But Dudley knocked it down. They moved Dudley to center. Okay. First they had put him in at power forward. The game moved him to center. I didn't know. Petrovic. Playing well right now. Rice working against Morris. No. Ugh. Don't want to send a free throw shooter like him to the line. All right. Glenn Rice knocks them both down. It's a 2-point game. Blocked by Steve Smith. Great defense there. Oh, dang it. I had to do it, though. They had a layup. Pick it, Dudley. Dudley. Nice steal. Bowie. Yes, inside Sam Bowie. He's got 12 points. Bimbo Coles, quick move. Over the top of Bowie, somehow, some way, Vernell Coles getting it to go. Now, come here. Oh, knocked away. What? How was it off Anderson? Oh, my goodness. Patrick Ewing coming to town, then Michael Jordan. Then they get to play Dale Ellis in the box and Jordan again. Ugh. Cycli. Back to Bimbo. Ronnie Cycli, now a very famous DJ in Miami, which I think is so fitting for him. He totally looks like that kind of guy. Tied up, though. Cycli was a heck of a basketball player as well. Petrovic. Oh, wow. Bowie going up over Grant Long. Bowie knocks it down. He's having a nice game. 13 points for Bowie. And knocks that one down. Mookie Blaylock in the game now. Free throws have kept us in the game. The only missed free throw was by Mookie Blaylock. Long working against the much bigger Bowie. Got it up over him. Grant Long, nice move. Mookie to the rim. Mookie Blaylock. He's got 9. Shooting just getting better and better for this team. Long. Miami shot really well this quarter too, though. Oh, man. Cycli. Bowie has not been much of a factor in terms of the shot blocking, and he was a terrific shot blocker. Petrovic down the lane. No, rebound Cycli. Oh, gosh, don't foul him. All right, Terry Mills in the game. Oh, Kessler. Oh, what a move inside by Kessler. Breaking the tie, the lead back to Miami. Timeout, New Jersey. And their head coach, who was their head coach? Wasn't Chuck Daly yet, was it? Let's see. No. Bill Fitch, that's right. And the head coach of the Heat, I know, was Kevin Lowry. Bill Fitch, a legendary head coach. Terry Mills. Blocked by Cycly. What a block there. Kessler to Bimbo Coles. Oh, what a pass. Cycly. What a pass by Bimbo Coles. Tate George, he's had a nice game. 9 points for him. Bimbo with the ball. Kevin Edwards outside into Cycly. Terry Mills came over and blocked him. Oh, man. Cycly with 11 points in the third quarter. He has been huge. 3-point game. Blaylock, tricky move inside around Kessler. He's got 11. Nice play there by Mookie Blaylock. Oh, we can't leave that around Blaylock. Ahead to Tate George. George down the lane, fouled. Kevin Edwards hit him. Edwards not happy. Tate George knocking it down. He's in double figures now with 10. Oh, off the mark there. Dudley, no. Should have kicked it out. Oh, Addison. Dang it. Sixth team foul. Heat have been somewhat below par, subpar when it comes to the free throw line, although that will help them right there. Here comes Mookie. Blaylock right at him. Foul on Rony Cycly. Blaylock knocks it down. Blaylock knocks down the second. Mookie, just a pesky guard. Should have been ready for that. Mookie with the steal. Ahead to Derek Coleman. Blocked by Cycly. Cycly has been the difference maker in this quarter for the Heat. Coleman rattles it in. Gives them the lead. He's got 12 now. It's been kind of quiet. Kevin Edwards with the ball here. All right, backcourt violation. Edwards, part of the reason why he was moved to shooting guard is because, well, he was a very good athlete, but he wasn't the best ball handler. Mills. Off the mark. Blaylock. Coleman over the top of his old teammate Cycly. Blaylock been terrific in the second half. Well, really just the second and third quarter. Edwards. No. Cycly continuing to get it done. All right, come on. Terry Mills all the way. I knew Cycly was late getting back. Blaylock will gladly take advantage of that. He's got 5 assists now. Edwards. Are you... Oh my goodness. Foul by Mills. Cycli just having a monster year. He's probably in his head going... Just a beast. Oh. Oh, man. Oh, no! Here's Coleman. Blaylock. No. Ah. Too quick of a release there. Kevin Edwards gives them the lead at the end of the third. Blaylock will get it off. Won't get it off, excuse me. And Miami leads after 3. Miami 89. The New Jersey Nets 88. It's been an interesting game. It's had a weird flow to it. Ronnie Cycli with a huge quarter there. Let's look at our State Farm assist of the game. Presented by State Farm. Of course. Kevin Edwards pass into Alan Ogg. The and one there. Quote Forrest Gump. Now, I don't know about that. Mills will set the pick for Anderson. Mills off the mark. John Morton. Morton blocked by Anderson. No, Kevin Edwards for 3. Kevin Edwards. Blaylock. Oh, what happened there? Willie Burton missing. Rebound, Chris Morris. Anderson. It's good. Kenny Anderson knocking it down for 3. He's got 15. Shaw. No, and that's going to go out of bounds. As Cycli and Mills battle for it underneath. And here comes Petrovic and Sam Bowie in for Blaylock and Terry Mills. Coleman, the drop step on Grant Long. Gets it to go. Coleman just a beast on that low block. Oh, man. Up to Cycli. Oh, Ronnie Cycli from Brian Shaw. Cycli just doing it all this game. Blocked by Grant Long. Kenny Anderson, so quick. Knocking it down there. He's got 17. New Jersey back on top. Miami misses there. Brian Shaw, no good. Sam Bowie running the floor. 16 for Bowie. Kenny Anderson defending Brian Shaw. Here's Willie Burton. You wonder when they're going to go to Glenn Rice. Smith, such a good post-up player. He hasn't missed a shot. Bowie inside. Sam Bowie. Nice feed there from Drazen. Drazen with 6 assists. Brian Shaw. Working against Anderson. Into Steve Smith. That's just not a good matchup. Coleman all the way. Grant Long couldn't keep up with Derek Coleman. Wow, 3-point game here. Shaw working against this much smaller Kenny Anderson. Out to Steve Smith working against the much smaller Drazen Petrovic. Man, I cannot keep Smith out. There we go. Petrovic. Oh, Morris. Morris getting a step, scores it. Just his second bucket. 5-point lead for the Nets here. The Heat need Glenn Rice in this game. Willie Burton, no. Bowie, no. And this is going to be the Nets ball. Sub coming in, it's Glenn Rice. Petrovic to the rim. Getting it to go. He's got 15. Ooh. It's been a good balanced attack here from the Nets. Oh, no. No! Got Bowie on the fake. Ah, crap. Glenn Rice comes in and immediately makes a nice play. Oh, no. Go to the rim, Coleman. Well, Coleman getting his rebound. No. Rice. Out to Shaw. To Smith. Long setting the pick. Oh, Shaw in the corner. No. Rebound, Morris. Oh, no. Oh, Grant Long traveled. And immediately fouled by Long. Coleman to the rim, fouled by Cycli. Derek Coleman. Big man with nice touch. Knocks them both down. He's got 20 and 10 now. Which is close to what well, I shouldn't say close. It's about what he averaged that year. Rice to Cycli, being defended by Bowie. Rice getting the pick. Morris, a good defense. Oh, what a play by Coleman! Stripping it out of Grant Long's hands. Despite the 4 fouls. Oh, no. No, no, no. Oh. All that work defensively just to give that up. Timeout, New Jersey. Glenn Rice had such a sweet-looking three-point stroke. What made him unique, I always thought, was he was tall and he had a high release, but he was a consistent three-point shooter. He'd be a tremendous four-man in today's NBA. Derek Coleman, player of the game. No surprise there. Here's Kenny Anderson. Oh, it's about to dump it to Bowie. Okay, they're going to double Coleman. Oh, and Anderson just went right to the rim. 19 points for Kenny Anderson. Bimbo Coles to Rice. Oh, knocked away by Anderson. What a play there. Anderson with the right hand dunk. He's got 21 now. Anderson's such a great athlete. Rice. To Cycli. Working against Bowie. Cycli has had his number. No. Rebound Coleman. Oh, Bowie rejected by Cycli again. Oh, you know what? Coleman, beautiful. And it's a 9-point game. Coleman with 22 points, 11 rebounds. Coles working it. You're not getting it into Roney. Nope. Stupid idea. Petrovic. Yes. He knocks it down. He's got 17. And it's an 11-point lead, largest of the game for the Nets. Cycli. It's Kenny Anderson. I forced that one. I shouldn't have. Here's Glenn Rice. To Bimbo Coles. Back to a 9-point game. Petrovic knocking it down from Coleman. That could have been the nail in the coffin there. It's Coach Kevin Lowry struggling to figure out what to do. New Jersey with 118 points. Petrovic now with 20, getting his average. Here's Bimbo Coles. Grant Long inside. But look at this. No one getting back on Derek Coleman. Derek Coleman and Steve Smith going at it. Two Detroit natives. Coleman, no. Rebound, Bowie. Morris. It's good. Chris Morris hitting the three. Big shot there by Chris Morris. 13-point game. Cycli, boy, that's a tough shot. Long continuing to do work on the boards. You're going to press Kenny Anderson. That's a mistake. Coleman. Oh, he misses the layup. Grant Long. 9-point game now. Here's Derek Coleman. Look at the interior work. No. After all that, they couldn't get a shot. But I think it's too little too late here for the Heat. Petrovic with the foul. Timeout Heat. It's a 9-point game with 28 seconds left. I think we're going to go with the subs. Yep. Well, it's been a fun game, though. Kind of an interesting one. Second half, though, really belonged to the Nets. Sundvald for 3. Yes, John Sundvald. Oh, no. Mookie. Dudley. Dudley misses, of course. They hit a 3 here. It gets interesting. Coles. Blaylock got it off, and that's going to do it. The Nets win by 6, 121 to 115. Was a fun game there. So let's see some highlights here. Chris Dudley. Kenny Anderson on the dunk. Tate George on the athletic finish. Bimbo Coles blocked by Mookie Blaylock there. And there's Derek Coleman, our player of the game, with the dunk. Tate George excited to finish him off. Let's look at the stats here. We ended up shooting 50% from the field. That's good. They shot 56%. We had more fast break points, though. We shot really well from the free throw line. 24 for 26. 74 points in the paint. Only 9 turnovers. They had 18. We had 16 steals. And we didn't dominate, but we won the offensive boards. 45-43. So they outscored us off the bench. It's the turnovers, I think, that did them in, though, really. And their free throw shoot. Well, they only missed 3, so. Anyways, a close game. Let's look at the stats. Rony Cycli, 22 points, 13 rebounds, 5 blocks. And that year, he averaged 16 points, 12 rebounds. Wow. Yeah, he was a consistent double-digit rebounder until he went to the Warriors. And his scoring dropped, too, there. Interesting. Glenn Rice, 15.6 assists, 4 rebounds. Grant Long, 14.6 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 blocks. Steve Smith, 13 points, 2 rebounds. Alec Kessler, 11 points, 3 rebounds. Bimbo Coles, 10 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists. Brian Shaw, 9 points, 6 assists, 2 steals. Kevin Edwards, 7 points, 4 assists, 1 steal. John Sundvald, 7 points, 1 assist. Alan Ogg, the 7'2" giant, 3 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists in limited playing time. Let's see. Willie Burton, 2 points, 2 rebounds, 3 assists. Keith Askins, 2 points, 1 rebound, 1 assist, 1 steal. John Morton, 0 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists. Let's see. Interesting. Okay. Let's look at the Nets. Derek Coleman. It was a well-balanced game. 22 points, 11 rebounds, 3 assists, 3 steals. Kenny Anderson, 21 points, 5 assists, 3 steals. Drazen Petrovic, 20 points, 6 assists, 1 steal, 1 rebound. Sam Bowie, 18 points, 6 rebounds. Good game for him, 2 blocks. Not as much on defense, but on offense he had a nice game. Though he did only shoot 7 for 17. Mookie Blaylock, 13 points, 6 assists, 4 steals, 1 block. Tate George, 10 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal. Chris Morris, 7 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 3 blocks. Terry Mills, 6 points, but did have 8 rebounds, 2 steals, a block, and an assist. Chris Dudley, 4 points, 6 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal. Doug Lee didn't score, but he did have an assist. Raphael Addison, 2 points, 2 assists. Judd Bushler, Dave Fiedel did not play. Yep, Coleman was the #1 pick of 1990. Anyway, that's the game. Hope you enjoyed it.